Hey, what's up guys? This is KoolKanto coming at you with another Pokemon Wi-Fi match. This one match is versus Harris off the Cerebi chat room, and it's actually a really good battle, and let's get started. I lead off with Carryall, my Lapras, and he leads off with his Azelf. And I'm fearing the Thunderbolt, so I go to Jolteon as to use his Volt Absorb ability to not take any damage from the T-Bolt. And here I go for the Shadow Ball, figuring that he was going to be sashed and that he was going to leave him in because he wouldn't want to break his sash later. And I hit him with the Shadow Ball, and he is able to live with 1 HP due to his Focus Sash. So that's good for him. He uses Stealth Rocks after I hit him, so he's able to get his rocks up, which is kind of bad for me, but really not that big of a deal. So here I go for Thunderbolt, thinking that he might, if he has a normal type, he might go into that, knowing that I might just go for another Shadow Ball if maybe I was choiced or something like that. So here I reveal that my Jolteon is not choice specs, and I go for a Thunderbolt, which this Credilli is going to be able to take like a monster because its special defense is pretty enormous. So here I switch to Machamp, wanting to hit it from the physical side, and he uses a barrier, which is going to make his defense raise 2 levels. But I know that a Dynamic Punch is going to be super effective, and its base power is huge with Stab, and with Machamp's attacking ability, it's still going to do a decent amount. And here I do over a half, and he breaks through his confusion and uses another barrier, which is going to bring his defense up to +4, I believe. So I'm kind of thinking, crap, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take him out, but I'm pretty sure I will be able to, depending on min-max damage, or that was my guess. And I am able to take him out. It's with a crit, but I'm not sure if that really mattered, seeing how much the damage did after the first Dynamic Punch. So here he goes to his Skarmory, which is going to be his physical wall. And I know Machamp really can't do anything to it, even with Stone Edge. So here he goes for the Drill Peck, which I thought was a good move for him. I know my Skarmory runs Brave Bird, but when you attack with Brave Bird, you get recoil damage. And the Drill Peck I thought was great because he isn't taking any recoil damage, and it's allowing his Skarmory to be a much better wall. So I thought that was something neat. Maybe I'll have to switch that on my Skarm. So here I set up rocks, knowing that his Skarmory is not going to be able to do anything to me. And he sets up 2 layers of spikes, and I'm thinking, crud, I really do not want spikes up. So he's got 2 layers of spikes and his Stealth Rocks up, and I've got just my Stealth Rocks up. So Swampert can't do anything to that Skarmory. So I basically sent him in because I just wanted to put rocks up and I wanted to roar that Skarmory away. So he sends in his Jirachi after I roared him out, and he just switches, knowing that my Swampert can't do anything. And I went for the Earthquake, thinking that he might predict that I was going to predict him to switch and go for another roar. But that's not what I do. I went for the Earthquake and total face palm. So now his Skarm is able to set up a free layer, his 3rd layer up for free. So I just roar him out because I really don't want to see it. And it sends him into his Azelf. So he's not going to be able to use him as Death Fodder later, which is good for me, but he's probably just going to send back out his Skarm. So not too much different, other than he was able to get up his third layer of spikes. So I go to roar him out again, and he roars me into Garurumon the Houndoom. And I know Skarms aren't supposed to learn roar, but I'm guessing that he just Pokesavs, and instead of putting Whirlwind, he put in Roar, which isn't that big of a deal. So rocks and spikes are just going to kill Garurumon. and I totally get owned again because I go for the Fire Blast. Because that Skarmory is just going to be a pain in the butt. I need to get rid of it. So I go into Long and Strong to avoid the Earth Power. And now I'm really worried about Houndoom, seeing how much that did. I'm thinking he might be able to... Rocks and Spikes might take me out next time or leave me with a minuscule amount of HP. So I'm only going to be able to use him probably one more turn, and then he's going to be out. But I send in Gyarados because I want to take out this Heatran, and he sets up a sub, but I'm easily able to take that out with an Earthquake. And here he goes for an Earthquake, maybe predicting me to switch to something. I'm not sure. I'm guessing he definitely was predicting me to switch to something because Earth Power does not affect Gyarados, with him being his flying type. So here I predict him to switch out, fearing another Earthquake coming. So I go for a Dragon Dance, and I get +1, and I'm going to be able to hit this Skarmory with one attack after we both get lefties, because he's just going to roar me out again. So I hit him with a Stone Edge, and I'm hoping that this does a pretty decent amount, because I know my Gyarados is a pretty strong attacker, and he got +1, but it does not do very much at all. So out comes Apogee, and he's going to get hit by Rocks and Spikes, and that's going to do a number. So the 3 layers of Spikes and the Stealth Rocks are just killing me, especially with this Skarm, because I can't do anything to it. So I just leave Machampion thinking that he might go for a Whirl or a Roar again, and he just goes for the Drill Peck, and he takes me out with a crit there. I'm not sure if that mattered. I don't think it did. But I know Skarmories normally don't have any attacking EVs in them, so maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm not going to run calcs, or I'm not going to be upset about it. So here I send in Long and Strong again. I get an Intimidate on it, so its Drill Peck won't hurt as much, or though it's not going to matter because he's probably just going to roar me out. I go for another Stone Edge, and that did absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. So here, Carry All comes in, and I'm thinking, yes, this is going to be awesome, finally. After Spikes and Stealth Rocks just destroy me, I think I'm going to be able to live a Drill Peck if that's what he goes for. And if he goes for a Roar, I'm going to be able to attack first, because attacking moves have a larger priority than Roar and Whirlwind do. So I'm able to hit him with super effective Ice Beam from Life Orb Carry All, and that's going to be able to take him out. So that Skarmory is finally out, and it was such a huge thorn in my side. So here he sends in his Jirachi, and he goes for a sub, knowing that he can resist the Surf and the Ice Beam, and I hadn't revealed my other 2 attacks yet. So he goes for the sub, which is the safe move on his part. If I switch, he's got a free sub, and his sub will probably be able to take a Surf or an Ice Beam if that's what I go for. But I do use the Thunderbolt, and I am able to take out his sub, and he just goes for an Iron Head, which I believe takes me out. Yes, it does. It's a crit again, but I'm not sure if that mattered again. If it did, not that big of a deal. So his Jirachi's chilling, getting some lefties. I send in Swampert, because I know that he has this Jirachi, and I know he has his Heatran left. And I know that the Rocks aren't going to do that much to him, so I'm going to be able to switch him in every once in a while. I know I'm going to be slower, which is going to suck if he hacks me to death, but I'm thinking maybe one or two Earthquakes is going to be able to take him out. So I just need to break through flinch hacks twice. but he does have a 60% chance of flinching me. So that's every third turn I should be able to get a hit. And he has lefty, so what he's hoping is that he's going to be able to flinch me and be able to get his leftovers up high enough to where he'll be able to survive 2 earthquakes. So I've been flinched twice, and I'm thinking, okay, stats tell me I'm going to be able to hit through this time, and I am able to hit through. Lucky for me, and I hit him with a super effective earthquake, and I'm thinking, please take this thing out, because I cannot have it flinch hacks me to death, because that would just destroy me. Though I could bring in Gyarados, and I'm guessing Gyarados is faster, and be able to hit him with another earthquake from Gyarados. But I do get a crit there. I'm guessing that mattered because Drachis are normally pretty bulky. But here he sends in his Heatran. He takes some spike damage. Not going to be that big of a deal for him. He hits me with an Earth Power, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to live or not. I'm hoping so I can hit him with my Earthquake. And I am able to live with 56 HP. And I'm able to hit him with a super effective Earthquake stab from Swampy. And with that low of health, it's going to be able to take out the Heatran no problem. And I believe he only has 1 left, but I don't remember who it is. And I believe I have 3 left. Yeah, so he has 1 left, which is his T-Tar. And I'm thinking, this still might be a pain in my butt. So Sandstream whips up, and he's faster than Swampy, which most things are. So I wasn't sure what type of item he had left. I didn't see Life Orb, and I'm just not sure what he's got. So I send him Long and Strong to be able to hit him with the super effective Earthquake and be able to get an Intimidate on him. So if he is Scarfed and is faster, which I find out now because he's able to outspeed Gyarados, hit me with a Crunch. And I know he's Scarfed because he's faster, and he goes for a Crunch and not a Stone Edge. And oops, I go for a Stab Waterfall. Oh, I remember. I thought I was going to be faster, and I thought that I could flinch him with a Waterfall and be able to take him out that way. But it looked like I took him out, and I was pretty excited, but he lives with not even a nubbin. I can't even see how much life he has left. So that sucks for me. So he crunches Gyarados, and that's going to take him out. So I'm guessing he's living with 1 HP, and he is the Scarf T-Tar. And I believe I have Houndoom and Jolteon left. So I go into Jolteon knowing that he is my fastest poke, and that if he can't outspeed this Scarf T-Tar, then I'm in trouble. But I am able to outspeed because Jolteon is fast as hell, and I'm able to take out this T-Tar. So I believe that was a 2-0 match, so good game, Harris. Those spikes and rocks were just a pain in the butt. And I'm thinking about maybe, like, whenever they get set up, I'm like, why don't you have a spinner on your team? But whenever they just get rocks up, I'm like, okay, I can handle this. It's not a big deal. But I don't know. That was kind of a pain in the butt. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Don't forget to like, comment, and sub, and I will check you guys out later. Peace.